Question I get asked a lot is formatting. Should I go vertical or horizontal? This depends largely on the platform. YouTube, they do both. If you just do short form content, yeah, you're going to stick to vertical. I do both. It just depends on the material. If I'm creating educational diagrams, for example, this would be better on a wider image. There's a reason TVs and movies were always horizontal, and that's because it represents the human experience better. But obviously, as we're all in this era of a vertical screen we look at, then content is becoming more and more vertical. That's okay. It's just a different way of visually telling a story. So your formatting is going to largely depend on the platform and the audience you're targeting. Diversify your content. Video can be weird. Your audience on one platform might not vibe with the same content on another platform. TikTok is a very young demographic, for example, whereas YouTube could have much older people in your audience. So your shorts might do differently on TikTok versus the same content might do differently on those two apps. Keep that in mind. Explore. This might take some time, but keep messing around, put that content everywhere and see how it does. Branding. I like to be consistent, but not obnoxious. I don't want to put follow me for more at the end of every one of my videos. Have a single call to action if it's even necessary, and then keep the subtitles the same. If you really want to add a watermark or a logo, do that, but try not to be annoying about it because that comes back to disrespecting the audience. The next section is just a tip for standing out. How do we stand out in the sea of noise these days? Really? Switch it up. Switch up your scenes, switch up your shooting environment. Vary your presentation. Pretend it's a news report or documentary or a conversation. Get creative. Just switch it up. Be different and get weird. We have AI tools all over the place to make deepfakes of ourselves.
Hello, Jordan.
Or to add a narration with a different voice to ourselves.
I am your avatar from the other side.
We have music. We have royalty-free music and sound effects all over the internet. We can create these environments so easily now. Do it. Get creative with it. It'll help you stand out. People will appreciate it. People will appreciate the time you've put in to this content. Make a time lapse representing something about the point of your video. Make a time lapse demonstrating it. People will interpret that as a higher quality piece of content and in turn want to follow you. Visually stimulate. We already talked about that. Authenticity. Be vulnerable. Okay. This is a great way to engage. If you're not going to do anything but words, be vulnerable. Show something real. Connect with me. Invoke emotion. Make the viewer smile, cry, make them curious, make them inspired, make them feel something. This is video. How often do you cry at the end of a Disney movie? I cry at the end of every single Disney movie. I can't even control myself because these master storytellers of the Hollywood realm have learned to circumvent all reason and just trigger my emotions by the right music and the right story of friendship and love and adventure to where I'm in tears by the end of my kids' movies. So let's use that to our advantage. Why not? If nothing else, it's fun. Tell real stories, Hollywood style, as fast food content. See what happens. You'll have a lot of fun doing it and people are going to like it if it's good. So that's all stuff to keep in mind as you're editing, okay? Video editing is a skill that just gets better with time and consistency. Like I've been video editing over 20 years. I still find myself getting better and discovering new techniques. It's not something you ever truly officially know. You just continue to master and become more intuitive. If you're looking for coaching to become a better video editor, drop me a line on X, the Video Accelerator program you can learn more about at jordanherbs.com/video-accelerator. And that's a pretty cool program that you might get some value out of if you're really looking to get good at video content fast. And that's a wrap. That's how we produce video. We're going to move on to section 3, self-liberation, and explore a bit more of the personal and spiritual growth that this practice of authentic video can offer us as individuals, as humans, with a drive for creativity, with storytelling hardwired in our brain, and a yearning for human connection.